Tonight I'm going to be going to a Monday night football game to watch the Seattle Seahawks play the St. Louis Rams. So I thought it'd be a good time to do another EDC video. And like before, this is going to be a Gameday EDC. So as a lot of you know, I'm a season ticket holder for the Seattle Seahawks, and I've been going to all the games this year and watching them play, and I've been having to make revisions to my EDC, or my everyday carry items, based off of just going to a football game. So it's specific to going to a football game. If you don't like football, maybe this could be relevant to baseball, or basketball, or soccer, or rugby, or any of the other sports. So basically what I have to do is I have to modify some of the items based off of the rules for the field that it's being played at. So for the Seattle Seahawks, they play at CenturyLink Field, and they have their own set of rules on prohibited items. Basically, don't bring any weapons and noise-making devices and things like that. So I kind of been having to tailor my EDC specific to going to a game. So I've been going to a lot of games this year. It's been a lot of fun, and I've been slowly revising my system. So I think I have a pretty good system now for going to the football games on items that I want to have and actually use while I'm at the game. So this one's going to be a little different than the last one. Tonight it's going to be pretty cold. It's going to be around freezing, around 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to call this one a cold weather Gameday EDC. So on the first part of this video, I'm just going to go over the items that are going to be on my person, so in my pockets and stuff. And then after that, I'll be talking about the clothing choices that I made for going to this cold weather game. So, and fortunately, a lot of the clothing items I'm being able to use are from my clothing compartment of my bug out bag project, so I'm actually getting to test them out a little bit. So let's get started showing you the gear. The most important item to bring to the game is your ticket. In my last video, I showed you the Maxpedition Traveler, and I was using that to store my ticket, as well as some other items, some pens and flashlights and things like that. And I found that over time that was just a little too bulky for me to carry. I stopped wanting to carry it, so I went with a kind of slightly different approach. I went to the team store at the stadium, and you could buy these little Ziploc baggies, and it goes around your neck, basically. And I store the ticket in there so I could keep the ticket pristine, and I always know it's going to be on me. And so I usually have this wrapped around my neck. I made a slight little revision. I added a little bottle opener to the top, because I do go to some tailgating parties every once in a while. It's nice to be able to open bottles when you need to. So I usually keep this under my shirt until it's time to go through the security check line, and then this comes out, they quickly scan the barcode, and then I'm in the stadium. So that's the first item that I want to show you for my Gameday EDC. Let's go over the Tier 1 items first. These are all pretty standard. So first off, I carry my wallet with me, and with the wallet I make sure I have plenty of cash. I like going to the outside vendors and getting hot dogs and popcorn and things like that, and they usually only take cash. Next, I carry my car keychain. These are all pretty standard stuff on there. And then last, I finally got into the modern era and got a smartphone. This is a Droid. It's been really awesome having this. When I'm at the game, I use it to monitor my fantasy football team, and I'm in a pick'em league, and I just check general stats and everything like that. So I'm not sure how I lived without this thing, but it's been really great having that. I could talk about that more in a future video as well. So let's move on now to Tier 2. Tier 2 usually consists of my tools, so things like my pocket knife, a little flashlight, multi-tool. I'm not going to be bringing any of those to the game. So I only have a couple items for Tier 2. The first item is one of the more important ones. Some Heroes earplugs. You'll see why I bring these later on in this video. These are just little cheap little ones, and it gets really loud at the stadium, so I always want to make sure I have some earplugs with me. And then second, another thing I like to carry, it's kind of dorky to have, but I like having it with me. I carry this on my neck, and that is a set of binoculars. These are the REI waterproof 10 by 26. I just really like being able to, look on the sidelines, see what's going on throughout the stadium, and they've been working out really well. So those usually go around my neck with this little case that they have. So those are my Tier 2 items. Let's move on to Tier 3. Alright, for Tier 3, that includes all the items that I carry on me in my jacket pockets. So the first item that I always want to have with me is the Urban Altoid Survival Tin. You've seen this in a lot of other videos. Has a variety of different items in here that come in quite handy throughout the day, so I just always like having this with me. I keep this in the inside jacket pocket. Number 2 item that I want to carry with me in my jacket is the Streamlight Stylus Pro. This one's going to be actually quite handy tonight because it's going to be a night game, and I'm going to be walking from the parking lot to the stadium, so I'll probably be needing this. So I just always like having a flashlight with me too. Next is a mini-medi. You've seen this recently in a video. It's just a small little medical kit. I keep it in my other inside jacket pocket. And I also included a wet ones, and I use this for after I eat a hot dog. I like eating hot dogs when I'm at the game. You'll probably see that later on in this video. But I like having a little medical kit with me. It's very small and light, and I hardly even notice I have it. So let's put it over there. And the last item that I carry in my jacket, now this is another kind of dorky one, but I like having it with me. It is a small little radio, AM/FM radio, and I have some earbuds with it. So I keep this in the side pocket of my jacket, and I just really like being able to hear, if I want to, listen to the sports, the play-by-play and everything like that, get some updates on it, for example, if a player gets injured and things like that. And this is my only really reliable source of communication. Sometimes the smartphone doesn't work in the stadium, but the radio always works. So I found that when I'm at the game, I'm pretty tuned in to what's going on. I have the radio on with one earbud in. I have the other ear with the heroes in. I'm monitoring some stats and fantasy things with the smartphone, and then I have the binoculars, and I'm looking at what's going on the sideline, seeing if there's some player that's injured. And so I'm finding that a lot of people, they're always asking me questions on, hey, what's up with so-and-so, or did you hear how many yards does so-and-so have? So I'm kind of like the guy that everyone goes to for information now. So these are all the items that I carry with me on my person. So now let's talk over the items, my clothing items. So let's move into the other room for that. Alright, let's go over the clothes that I've been wearing for these cold weather games. The main items that I want to have is a good base layer. So I have a good set of thermal long johns. Those are made by Polartec. They're heavyweight. They've been really nice. I really enjoy them. And then I also have a Polartec top with it as well. This is actually from the clothing compartment from my Bob. So it'll be going back there later once the season ends. So that's kind of my base layer that I've been using. So next, I have a long sleeve sweatshirt. It's a hooded sweatshirt, and since I'm a Seahawks fan, it's a Seahawks sweatshirt as well. I've had this for many years, and it's been really great. It has a hood on it, so it helps with the wind. So I have that on over the thermal top. Put that more on the camera. Okay, then over that, I also have a jersey. So I have my Steve Largent jersey. Again, I like having the old school jerseys. Just because they're timeless, I think. And so I'll have the hood that goes through there, and so I can put the hood on if it ever gets cold and gets too windy. Next, I like having a good hat with me, so I've been using the Mountain Hardwear, this cap. It's really warm. Sometimes it's even too warm, but I like having that. That's part of my EDC as well, my EDC backpack. And then I've been carrying just some gloves with me. I'm not even sure what brand these are. I've had them for a long time, but that's my cold weather gloves. Let's see, next. This one's kind of funny. I would never get away with wearing this anywhere else but at a Seahawks game. So this is my extremely tacky Seahawks leather jacket that I got for, I don't know, got it for my birthday or for Christmas one year from my dad. And I would get absolutely ridiculed if I wore that in public. But when I go to a game, I'm like the most fashionable person there. So, and I totally blend in with everyone else. So in this jacket, it has 2 inside pockets. So that's where I keep the Altoids and the flashlight and the mini-medi and things like that. So it's actually really warm, and that's basically what I wear. Also, I use the Merrill Moab ventilators because I do a fair bit of walking while I'm there. So that's my basic cold weather outfit for these games, and I found that I'm pretty warm when I'm over there. So it's been working really well. So I'm hoping that it works well tonight. All right, let's put all these clothes on and let's start making our way up to the game. Before I go, I'm going to have to wash the car. I like having a clean car when I go up there because I'm not going to be taking the train. So let's go ahead and do the car wash first. For most of the games this season, I've taken the train up to the stadium just because it allows me to beat traffic. It's fairly affordable. I save on gas money, and if I want to get my drink on while I'm at the game, I could, don't have to worry too much about driving home a little bit buzzed. So, but for this game, since it's on Monday Night Football, I'm going to be driving up there. So I had to wash the car down. Made sure I had my flags up on here. Now you could interchange these for whatever team you root for, and whatever sport you root for as well. This is also a good time that it allows me to kind of have my car EDC with me. So we talked about this past summer where we worked on my EDC for my car. So I have some food and some emergency stuff, extra first aid, and then I'll also be carrying my EDC backpack with me. So I have a lot of gear with me, lots of different water supplies over here too. So I just thought I'd mention that. So I'll have all the stuff with me, maybe not on me, but at least nearby. So just wanted to mention that I clean the car, like showing up to the game with a clean car if I can. So. Hey guys, I'm driving up to the game right now. I want to tell you about a little bit of a wager I have coming up against a fellow YouTuber, ATF6281914. I have no idea what that number stands for, by the way. He lives in the San Francisco area. He's a San Francisco 49ers fan. I live in the Seattle area, so I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan. And he was doing a little bit of trash talking early on in the season. And so I was doing a little trash talking back. And we decided that we needed to put a little bit of a prepping winning wager on the upcoming game, which is going to be on Christmas Eve. It's going to be 49ers at Seattle against the Seahawks. And our wager is we each gave each other a list of 3 items that are around $20 to $30 range, and the loser has to buy the other person one of those items. And it's common, like gear items like Maxpedition, little pouches and flashlights, things like that. We'll surprise the other one. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be putting a video on that coming up later this month. So hopefully I win, because I don't want to give ATF anything. So I'm hoping that the Seahawks win that game. Unfortunately, his 49ers are a lot better than my Seahawks are this year. But the only thing that I could really hope for is that they already have the playoffs already locked up, so maybe they'll bench some of their starters for the game against the Seahawks to avoid any kind of injury. So after the 24th, I'll let you know who won that little bet that we have going on. This has been going on for months now, with lots of trash talking going on behind the scenes. So I just want to let you know that that little gamble is going on during this whole season. At the field. Alright, I gotta get a hot dog before the game. There's a thing of beauty right there. Alright, trying to go through security. Alright, no problem. Hey guys, taking a quick little beer break over here. Just thought I'd give you a quick update on the EDC gear items. So far, the most valuable items are by far the long johns and gloves, and the hoodie sweatshirt, and then also the earplugs and binoculars. Those are all being used a lot. My smartphone's having a little bit of trouble getting signal in the stadium, so I'm having a hard time checking my YouTube channel. But other than that, everything's going really well. So I'm going to get back in there and go enjoy the game some more. Video of the Seattle skyline. These 1,000 people here. Alright, time for one more hot dog before I go. Here's hot dog number 2. Walking back to the car through some traffic jams. I hope you enjoyed watching this cold weather game day EDC video. Please feel free to leave any kind of comments below, and stay tuned to find out the winner on my little wager with ATF 6281914. One of us is going to win some cool gear in a couple weeks. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.